Welcome back to another episode of Offbeat Adventures. We're standing here once again on the grade of the former Canadian Northern Railway and later Canadian National Railways, Dorion, and then subsequently Kinghorn Subdivision. We are just on the west side of what is known as North Star Road here in the municipality of Shuniah. We're picking up right where we left off on a hike yesterday. So yesterday we were on the east side of North Star Road, working that section. So today we're going to be working this section to the west. It's a fairly short section. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea, is this is kind of the last sort of section where the rails are gone on the Kinghorn. And so what we're going to be doing in this episode is we're going to be doing this piece, but then the rest of the segments in this episode are going to be all kind of broken up into little segments, little pieces here and there. So our first little stop is actually right here, and so the road cross, so North Star Road right there, you can see the flanger sign. Make sure I tilt my head down so you can see it. And I have a nasty habit of not tilting my head down, so it's difficult to see that. So that's the flanger sign for the crossing. So as I mentioned, this is a fairly short section. We're basically going to be working from here to the next road crossing, which is known as Bear Point Road. It's a beautiful morning here in May. You'll notice Luna is back. So yesterday she was not with us in the last section we did, but she's here today. And this will be the last section she'll be doing in this area. We've already filmed the other sections further to the west, and I couldn't bring her with me on those sections. There was just too much stuff going on. I mentioned this yesterday. It is the beginning of May, but we had a particularly bad winter and a maybe even worse spring, and so you can see the patches of snow all over the place. Literally the snow has just probably gone away within the last week. We've had some gorgeous temperatures, but before that it was just awful. There was a stretch there in late March, late March and into April, where we had like snow every week. It was actually quite depressing. So this stretch is a little bit different. So the previous stretches that we did to the east, there's a lot of residences and a lot of private properties and things like that adjacent to the grade. You don't see this. We kind of get into a little bit more of an area where we're kind of away from populated areas. You can see that there's still some here along Alder Road, but it's going to get kind of a little bit more quiet. All right, so we have a moment here. We're going to do our usual history lesson for this series of segments. So this line was constructed by Canadian Northern Railway between 1911 and 1914. It was going to be one of the last pieces in Canadian Northern's transcontinental ambitions. The Canadian Northern Company, Canadian Northern Railway, got its start in Manitoba in 1896, and they began acquiring and constructing lines in that area. Their first big project was building a line from the then city of Port Arthur, which is now Thunder Bay, to Winnipeg, and that was completed in 1902. And then they started building all throughout the prairies, and then they also started building north from Toronto. Now, eventually the company realized that they would need a transcontinental connection to make their company successful. Now, the only unfortunate part was that they didn't want to build between the Sudbury area, specifically Ruel, and Port Arthur, because the construction was going to be very difficult, and there were some questions about the profitability of the line. And so maybe we'll pause here for a second here. I pointed this out yesterday. The last couple of days, the wind has been very light. You can see out into the harbor there, you can see this rock formation that is known as the Sleeping Giant. It's basically at the end of the Sibley Peninsula. It's a very, very important piece in Indigenous culture and history. Basically, the rock formation resembles a giant sleeping, and the legend says that giant is known as Nanabiju. I will post a link in the description that you can go and take a look at, and you'll get some more information about the sleeping giant. Very prominent feature, kind of the symbol of the city of Thunder Bay, which we are approaching. All right, so as I was saying, Canadian Northern did not want to build between Port Arthur and the Sudbury area. Unfortunately, they tried kind of coming up with some agreements and things like that. None of that worked out. And so unfortunately, they were forced to build. And so construction did last between 1911 and 1914. So New Year's Day 1914 was when the last spike was driven on this line. And the line opened for traffic in 1915. We're going to pull up here for a second. Now, unfortunately, construction on this section of railway, some of their projects in the mountains of British Columbia, basically bankrupted Canadian Northern. And by 1917, the company was essentially insolvent, had to be taken over by the Canadian government. By 1918, Canadian Northern was forced to merge, amalgamate, whatever word that you want to use, with a bunch of other Canadian government-owned bankrupt lines known as the Canadian Government Railways. And that merger formed a new company called Canadian National Railways. And that process, that nationalization process, was finished by 1923. So in 1923, the name of this line changed from the Canadian Northern Railway Nipigon Subdivision to the Canadian National Railways Dorion Subdivision, and that remained as such until 1960, when the Dorion Subdivision and the more easterly Kinghorn Subdivision were merged into one line that became known as the Kinghorn Subdivision. And the line continued to operate until 2005, when Canadian National decided to discontinue service on this line. And starting in 2008, they began ripping up the rails, and that process was complete by 2010. Okay, so we're just stopping here. This is kind of a little neat, well, not a neat section, but I mean a section of interest. You can kind of see the change here. You'll notice the ballast that's on the line there. Okay, this section was repaired. This section was washed out at some point. I don't know exactly when. I want to say it was after the railway line was ripped up. The rails were pulled out. I want to say somewhere in the probably the last 10 years or so. I know we had a big rainstorm about 10 years ago in 2012 that caused a lot of damage throughout the area. But you can basically see this area was repaired, and certainly by the big kind of the big indentation here, the big dip, that would appear to be after the rail line was pulled up. All right, so here maybe you can get a much better view of the sleeping giant. Obviously the power line is in the way, but kind of a nice clear view through the trees. Okay, just absolutely beautiful, beautiful view. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to hop back up on the bike here and just continue working our way to the west.